natin siya mag-records. Okay, it's already recorded na. Ayun, magandang gabi sa inyong lahat. Pagpasensyahan nyo na ang boses ni Sir kasi medyo malat konti. Kasi ano talaga mainit talaga kanina. Super ang init talaga kanina. Like it's 32 degrees Celsius. And then mga around 3 p.m. na siya bumaba ng mga 31 degree. Yun. So, 30 degrees Celsius ka na mga around 3 p.m. or 4 p.m. Ganun. So, dapat tayong lahat ay inom ng water lagi. Kasi yun po ang pinaka-importante sa lahat ngayon. Okay? So, ayan, ang ating discussion for tonight. So, I want you to focus on this kasi nga lumalabas ito sa board exam. So, but before that, I want you to have this idea about the hindi natin to na-discuss eh. Etong si, kailangan hanapin ko lang ha. Okay, this one. Factors affecting crop production. Kasi hindi natin to na-discuss eh. So, the crop production can be viewed from two properties. No, pwede siyang ma-viewed from two properties. Number one, at the crops level. Okay? At the crops level, pwede mong ma-viewed ang crop production kung ano na ba ang development ng isang crops. Okay? Kung may pests ba or may ano ba, may mga peste ba or may mga kailangan bang i-improve sa kanya? Yung yung nutrition niya ba kailangan sa kanya improve, no? So that is in the crop factors also that affecting crop production. Number two is also the systems level. So ano yung mga systems level? Madami po yan, no? Madaming systems level. Okay? So we have crop production at the crop level. So let's start first with the crop production at the crop level. Pag sinabing crop production at the crop level, in the formation of an equation, y is equals to f, g plus e plus g times e. So, sir, kailangan ba namin i-memorize to? So far, hindi naman siya kailangan i-memorize. So, ano lang yung dapat tandaan dito is yung ibig sabihin ng bawat letrang yan. Ano ibig sabihin ng F? Ano ibig sabihin ng G? Ano ibig sabihin ng E? Kasi lumalabas yan sa board exam. Okay? Y is referring to yield. Always remember that Y is referring to yield. G is referring to genotype. So, ano nga ba yung genotype? So, later on, malalaman nyo yan. E is referring to environment. Okay? And G times E is referring to the interaction of genotype and environment. Okay? G, interaction of genotype and environment. And F, do not forget, that is referring to the factors. Okay? Factors of crop production. So, now let's talk about genotype. Actually, dalawa yan sila. We have phenotypic, etong si phenotypic at saka si genotypic. So, let's discuss first the phenotypic. Okay? Pag sinabi natin phenotypic, observable or measurable characteristics. Ibig sabihin, nakikita sa external part of the crops. Possible na pwede sa yield, mababa ang pag-harvest. Height, pwedeng dwarfed ang crops. Weight, pwedeng magaan ang crops, no? Hindi siya mabigat. And color, possible na baka sa tawag diyan hindi na green, no, ibang kulay na siya, white na siya masyado or yellowish na siya. So that is under phenotypic. Pag sinabing phenotypic po, it only means about the environment. Okay, the environment, the external characteristics of the plants. Pheno meaning external characteristics of the plants. Okay? Crop production can be viewed from two perspectives. Both pa rin sila can be viewed by crop level and then systems level. Okay? So what is the ganun din, we have also the phenotypic here. So P is equals to F and G plus E, G times E. Okay? So that is also under phenotypic tawag dyan? Phenotypic na formula. As you can see here sa taas, diba, meron din parang the same lang sila. So this one is general term. It's either you are going to use phenotypic or genotypic. Okay? So yan, ibig sabihin yan. So ano naman ang genotypic? From the word itself, geno or gene, meaning sa dugo po yan. Okay? Hereditary, ganon. Gene, genotype or gene, Ganon. So, genotype or genetic design of a plant which dictates that ceiling of how much a variety cultivar can yield. No, sa isang variety ng crops na yan, ilang cultivation ba or cultivate na crops ang kaya niyang mai-harvest or mai-yield niya. Yun, expressed by genes. Okay, always remember pag genotypes, that is expressed by genes and then controlling a character. Example, we have the yield, plant height, taste, and also the color. That could also affect the gene of the plants. Okay? And then we have includes all factors internal to the plant. Always remember, pag genotypic ang pinag-uusapan, that is also more about genotypic. Okay? Genotypic internal parts of the plant. While phenotypic, it talks about the external part of the plants. Okay? Varies among, genotypic is also varies among and even within species. Okay? Varies among and even within species. Yung genotypic. Bakit siya nagkakaroon ng varies among and even within species? Kasi nga, di ba, masasabi natin na they are in the same family but they have different varieties. Okay? So, genotypic sets the ultimate limit for plant variation. So, bakit nagkakaroon ng ultimate limit in the plant variation? Kasi, may tendency na makawala yung lahi nila. No? As we go through example, yun. Kumbaga sa tao ba yung blood, yung dugo, andyan pa ba rin ba yung magiging Sobanen? Nandyan pa ba yung magiging isang Bisaya o Ilonggo? Ganon. So, that is genotypic. Okay? Nagkakaroon siya sa plant, nagkakaroon siya ng ultimate limit. Okay? And also, genotypic, an ideal genotype, therefore, is one that has a wide range of environment. Okay? Anong meron? A wide range of environment. So, yan ang genotype. Okay? So selection indices of major Philippine crops. So this one, I am not going to discuss this anymore. So I want you to study this one on your own. Self-study lang ninyo kasi maintindihan nyo naman yan. Okay? So let's go back doon sa genotype and environment. So we have genotype. Pag sinabing genotype, that is genetic or internal part of the plant, right? So genetic design of a plant which dictates the ceiling of how much a variety or cultivar can yield. So genes controlling a character such as yield, plant height, taste, color, etc. So it has a ultimate limit. Okay? It sets the ultimate limit for plant variation. Okay? And then also, environment, any factor external to the plant that influences its growth and development is called environment. Actually, hindi din siya matawag na phenotypic. Okay? Hindi din siya matawag na phenotypic yung environment. Kasi environment, it talks about our nature. It's either biotic or abiotic. While phenotypic, it talks about the external part of the plants which affects the crop production. Okay? And we have also G times E or the interaction between the genotype times the environment interaction. So we have sabi dito, a high yielding variety grown under poor environment will have low yield. Always remember, kahit let's say maganda yung type ng variety ng crops mo, but if you have poor environment, you will have also low yield. Okay? Pag low, pag pangit ang environment mo, magkakaroon ka din ng pangit na yield or harvest. Okay? Also, G times E interaction, a low yielding variety, okay? A low yielding variety grown in optimum good environment will still have low yield. Okay, bakit? Bakit kaya? Kasi nga because of the low yielding variety. Because of the variety that you are using, low din ang yield niya. So dapat high yielding variety, optimum and good environment that will give you a high yield. Okay? So pag mababa ang yielding variety, di ba nga kaya tayo naghahanap or nagtatanim na magandang variety ng crops because you want to have harvest. I mean, we want to have a good harvest, right? Especially mabigat. Gusto natin mabigat masyado yung ating mabigat yung ating mga crops, no? Lalo na yung mga crops that are sell na using whey. Okay, yun, weight. So, yan. So, gusto nila yung mabigat, malaki tapos mabigat siya. Okay? An ideal genotype therefore is one that has a wide range of environmental. So always remember sa genotype, as what I have said earlier, sa genotype it has widely according here there are an ideal genotype therefore is one has a wide range of environment. Kasi nga 'di ba sa genotype, sa genetics na sa genotypes na sa genes natin, kung ano yung nakikita natin yun ang na-apply, right? So it has a wide effect, no, or wide range effect environment to the genotype of the plant. Yun. So we have also E interaction and optimum environment. Is one that puts environment sa G and E. Okay, pag meron tayong optimum environment, pag meron din tayong high yielding variety, that will give us a high yield crops. Okay, a high yield harvest crops. Draw varying responses from different genotypes. Okay, through growth and environment interaction, some particular elements of the environment may draw varying response from different genotypes. So ano po ibig sabihin yan? Okay? So yung G, yung growth and environment interaction, it has a big effect to the it has a big effect to the environment. It has a big effect to the environment of the plants. Okay? Okay. Next, we have G and E interactions, practical implications, develop management practices that can remove or avoid environmental constraints. Okay? Okay, so we have practical implications. What are these practical implications that you need to know in GE interaction? Number one is develop management practices. Develop management practices that can remove or avoid environmental constraints. Okay? Develop management practices. O yun, di ba dapat meron tayong di ba dapat meron tayong our own method, di ba? Our own management practices lalo na sa di ba yung napanood niyo ba yung cropping system, farming system, di ba they are using different management practices, right? To avoid environmental constraints. What are those environmental constraints? They are the factors that affecting our plant's growth. Number two, we have continuously assess growth and environmental interactions. Okay, and number three, need for continuous development of improved varieties. Yeah. So these are what we call the in production system. Okay, in a production system. So I don't want you to focus on this because this one will be explained more in economics. Pero if you want to know, pag sinabi nating inputs, no, those are raw materials such as control management. Pag sabing input, ito yung pag sa economics yan, ito yung tinatawag natin land, labor, capital, and entrepreneurship. So those are raw materials that is used to make an output. So an output is the product of an input. Okay? So we have also environment, uncontrollable po yung factor na yan, external to the system of the plant. So hindi natin yan, actually it's, aside from uncontrollable, it's unpredictable. Okay? Systems naman, component of crops, process, and activities. So you need to know what varieties of crops that you are using in order for you to apply it to the field. Ganon. And then we have practical applications also. We have management has only partial control of the system. Okay? So always remember that ang tao, nagkakaroon lang siya ng partial control of the system. But the entire thing will be only controlled by the plants. Okay? So certain factors or conditions are given to which the system has to fit or adjust. Okay? Certain factors or conditions are given or binibigay, no, to which the system has to fit or adjust. Kasi 'di ba ang plants nga pag tinatanim natin, example, nag-order tayo ng plants from Baguio or Benguet. So malamig doon. So pagdating doon sa lugar natin, syempre mainit yung lugar natin, nag-a-adjust 'yun. Nag-a-adjust. There's a certain factor that nagkakaroon ng adjustment sa condition ng plants, sa temperature. Okay? So the design of the system emanates from man, his needs, objectives, knowledge, and capabilities. Ito yung pinaka-importante. As extensionist, kasi sa extensionist talaga to siya, extension talaga siya dinidiscuss, yung needs, objectives, knowledge, and capabilities should be given to the farmers. Kasi some of them are still using traditional way. Okay? So that's why binibigyan natin, kaya nga nagkakaroon tayo ng extension because we want also to give or to implement or to implicate na ito yung dapat na dapat i-try ninyo to kasi bagong technology ito. Yan. So that's why we need to give at least knowledge, no, or wisdom to the farmers. Okay? So that is what we call factors that affecting crop production. So now, let's proceed to the seed selection. So that is actually the plant breeding and genetics. But for tonight, guys, I will be only discussing about plant breeding. So tomorrow is the plant genetics. Kasi baka maguluhan na kayo at the same time. So parang hinahinay para at least hindi tayo mahirapan. Kasi sa plant breeding pa lang mahirapan na tayo. So some part of genetics, so we will only stop until dito sa creation of variation lang tayo, guys, ha. So tapusin lang ni Sir ang creation. Dali. Kasi madami to siya and then baka malito kayo. So I want to focus on one thing. So lalo na itong mga crossbreed, hirapan talaga kayo. Okay. So hatiin lang natin 'yan. Okay? So ano ko naman 'yan. Ma-sense ko na yan pag mabigat na masyado. Okay, so let's focus now to the crop improvement and seed selection. First is plant breeding. So what is your assignment now? You are going to research who is the father of plant breeding. Baka lumabas sa board exam yan. Who is the father of plant breeding? Sino ang ama ng plant breeding? Okay? So plant breeding is a science, art, and business of crop improvement for human benefit. Okay? Or human benefit. Ano yung dapat tandaan sa breeding? Yung word na crop improvement. Kahit let's say, pag sa animal, ang word na kailangan tandaan is improvement. Kasi that's the reason why we are doing breeding. Okay? So, improves quality. Yan talagang pinakauna. Disease and insect resistance. Bakit siya? This is an insect resistance. Bigyan nga, gumagawa tayo ng nagbi-breed tayo or minsan gumagawa tayo ng GMO para maging tolerant yung isang plants na yan sa isang diseases or insects. Yun. Para pag example, let's say, umatake yung insekto na yan. So yung variety na yan is tolerant siya dyan. So kahit ano pang gawin ng insekto na yan or disease na yan, hindi mamamatay yung crops na yan. Mamamatay na lang yung peste. Ganon. So, change in maturity duration. So ito din, plant breeding, no? Minsan, sa breeding din, ang kanyang atake is yung mag-change ang maturity duration. Ano ibig sabihin yan? Let's say, na-harvest mo siya na, example, yung sa 45 days, no? Dati, 45 days, pwede mo siyang ma-harvest ang 45 days, right? Mga broiler. Ngayon, hindi na siya 45 days actually. Merong study na 30 days or 29 to 32 days, pwede na siyang ma-harvest. So that is the work of plant breeding. No, nag-change yung maturity duration kasi as early as we can harvest, no, parang malaki din para hindi nasasayang yung ibang panahon. Yun. So we have also plant breeding agronomic characteristics. Magbabago yung characteristics ng agronomic crops. Photosensitivity, isa din po yan sa plant breeding, no? Kasi sa mga plant breeding, there are some of the breeding crops na sensitive sa sunlight. So there are also crops that are not sensitive to sunlight. Okay? Synchronous maturity. Bakit? Example po nitong example talaga. Best example ng synchronous maturity is in the rice or in the paddy or in the field of paddy or rice field. Kasi the reason why, example, let's say si farmer A nagtanim tapos matured na yung rice or yung paddy ng ni farmer A. Pag kay farmer B, kakatanim pa lang niya, ngayon mag-harvest na yun si farmer A. Yung mga diseases, no, yung mga insect and diseases, magta-transfer yun kay farmer B. So anong mangyayari ngayon? So walang synchronous maturity. So ang nangyayari is yung si farmer B magsa-suffer siya sa diseases or sa pests and diseases. Yun. So dapat nagkakaroon ng synchronous maturity para po hindi po dumami at mag-develop yung ibang diseases na. Okay? And then plant breeding is a non-shattering characteristics or etc. Okay? So what is the goals and objectives of plant breeding? Always remember, higher yields. Yan talaga yung pinaka-goal niya. Improve quality, especially pag kita, uy, maganda man talaga to, gwapa kaayo ang gwapa kaayo ang talong. Mga ganyan, mga Bisaya mahilig talaga. Yun, disease and insect resistance, merong ganyan, lalo na ngayon meron tayong BT eggplant, 'di ba? Yung BT eggplant, golden rice, yun. Ang BT eggplant is resistant siya sa armyworm accordingly. Okay? So, yun. And then, change in maturity duration. Yun. Agronomic characteristics, photosynthesis. Pares lang siya. Synchronous maturity, non-shattering characteristics, determinate growth. Ano yung determinate growth? Yung determinate growth, hindi pandak, hindi masyadong malaki, no? Normal lang siya. Dormancy, yun. So, dormancy, abiotic stress tolerance, and etc. Okay? So, that is under plant breeding. Always remember that. So, hindi tayo agad-agad nagbi-breed ha. So, yan po ang one of mahirap intindihin sa plant breeding. Kasi minsan nakakalimutan din yan ng mga estudyante. Medyo lagi naman lumalabas sa exam yan. Okay? So, you have also genetics. So, genetics is the primary basis of crop improvement that may follow Mendel's principles or non-Mendelian inheritance. Okay? So, ano ibig sabihin yan? Genetics is the primary basis of crop improvement that may follow Mendel's principles or non-Mendelian inheritance. So, Mendelian and non-Mendelian inheritance. So, yan pa yung lumabas sa board exam, yung Mendelians and non-Mendelians inheritance. Pag sinabing genetics, so, yung ano niyan is, it also affects the history of, kaninong pamilya ba to? Ganito, ganyan. So, yun. So, now, let's talk first about Mendelian principles. Okay? Let's talk first about Mendelian principles. So, this Mendelian principles ay lumabas ito sa board exam. So, if you do not understand what I am saying here or explaining to sa inyo guys, so, you need to go back to the video again. Okay? So, number one, we have Mendel's principle of uniformity. Okay? In filial 1. Ano yung F1? It means po filial. Filial po yan. Hopefully, those who took up their thesis, ang F1 po meaning filial 1 po yan. Pag sinabing filial 1 po, it has something to do with genetics. Okay? Always remember that. Pag filial 1, pag may makita ka F1 na yan, ako pag nagkita ko F1 sa mga, uy, bakit na-include yung genetics dito? Ganun ako agad. Okay, it has something to do with genetics. Filial 1. Okay, filial 1 offspring, ibig sabihin kauna-unahang anak. Ganon. Filial 1 offspring, kauna-unahang anak. Offspring means anak of a monohybrid cross. Ibig sabihin, example, si mama, si papa mo. Yan. Si mama, si papa mo, ikaw ay isang F1 offspring. Okay? Ang monohybrid cross is yung si mama at saka si papa mo. Okay? So they are the monohybrid cross of true breeding. Okay? Strains resemble only one of the parents. So it resemble only one of the parents. Showing the dominant trait. Ano yung dominant trait? Okay, what do you mean by dominant trait? So, parang mini-maintain pa rin nila yung dugo. Yung let's say, yung family na yon. Okay? Example, we have smooth seeds. That is allele S. Okay? Smooth seeds or allele S are completely dominant to wrinkled seeds. Ibig sabihin, okay? So, ibig sabihin, yung si smooth seeds, pag pag ano tawag dyan, pag nag-mature siya or lumaki siya or nag-develop siya, magiging wrinkled seed siya. Kasi si smooth seeds ay dominant siya sa wrinkled seeds. Okay? So, pag example, let's say ganito ha, smooth seeds are completely dominant to wrinkled seeds. Ibig sabihin, there is no penetration of wrinkled seeds. Okay? There's no penetration of wrinkled seeds. Example, tatanim ka. Ganito, kinig. Yung seeds na yan, magtatanim ka ng seeds. Okay? So, yung seeds na yan is smooth seeds. Smooth seeds ha? So, paglaki niyan, there is no wrinkled seeds will happen. Kasi nga, dominated yung smooth seeds. Ibig sabihin, yung seeds na yan is tolerant siya from wrinkled seeds. So, hindi pa pwede magkaroon siya ng wrinkled seeds kasi nga, dominated siya ng smooth seeds. Mas malaki yung part ng smooth seeds kesa sa wrinkled seeds. Okay, did you get my point? Parang ganito. Yung mukha ng kapatid mo ay parang mukha ng papa mo. It means that yung kanyang dugo or yung blood niya is mas dominant ang dugo ng papa mo kaysa sa mama mo. Ganon. So that is what we call Mendel's principles of uniformity. Diba pansin niyo sa magkakapatid, sa siblings na yan, yung panganay magkamuka sa papa, tapos yung pangalawa sa mama, sa papa naman yung pangatlo, that's what we call uniformity. Fair distribution of alleles. Okay? So, yun ang ibig sabihin ng Mendel's principles of uniformity. Pag uniformity, it talks about standard distribution of alleles. Okay? Ganon din yan siya sa plants. No? Sa plants, ganon din yan. So, pag smooth seeds, smooth din ang kalabasan. Kasi nga, hindi siya magkakaroon ng wrinkled seeds. Next, we have Mendel's principles of segregation. Ano yung principles of segregation? Recessive characters masked in the F1 progeny of two true breeding strains reappear in the specific proportion of the F2 or filial 2 progeny. So it means that the two members of a gene pair segregate or separate from each other during the formation of gametes. Okay, so now let's talk about recessive characters. In heritability, actually, discuss din natin yan as we go on in genetics. No, recessive, pag sabing, iba yung recessive sa dominant. Okay, dominant, ibig sabihin is pinakamadami, siya yung major, ganon. Pag sinabi natin recessive characters, recessive, siya yung malakas. Yun. So, yung recessive characters, nagmamask siya from the F1 progeny. Okay, so ibig sabihin, si mama at si papa mo, ang tawag sa kanya is monohybrid cross of true breeding, right? So, ikaw ngayon ay F1 progeny. Tama. So, kaya nag-asawa ka ngayon, so it means that as F1 progeny now, you are being masked as recessive blood of your monohybrid cross from your parents. Okay? So, ang mangyayari, ikaw at yung asawa mo, magbibreeding kayo, yung anak mo ay magiging F2 progeny. Kumbaga, si F2 progeny or si filial progeny ay apo ng magulang mo. Okay? Reappear in the specific proportion of the F2 progeny. Let's say, matitira. 25% na lang na Bisaya, 25% na lang na Ilonggo, ganon. Okay, example, let's say, ang mama mo ay Ilonggo, ang papa mo ay Bisaya. So, pag nag-breed sila, so therefore, ikaw, ngayon na anak, ay 50% Bisaya, 50% Ilonggo. Ngayon, nag-asawa ka ng Waray at half Waray at half Sobanen. Example lang. So ngayon, nag-breed kayo dalawa. So therefore, yung anak mo, yung F2 progeny mo is 25% Bisaya, 25% Ilonggo, 25% Waray, 25% Sobanen. So yan ibig sabihin ng principle of segregation. So we should be aware of this, or be very careful in using principles of segregation. Baka may tendency na mawala na natin yung essence of genetics ng isang crops. Mawala yung yung presence ng genetics or genotypic characteristic ng isang plants. No, malayo siya doon sa mukha ng kanyang lolo or lola. Okay? Ganun po ibig sabihin ng Mendel's principle of segregation. Okay? Number 3 is the Mendel's principle of independent assortment. Okay? Ano ibig sabihin ng independent assortment? Ito yung alleles for different traits. Alleles for different traits assort independently of one another. Genes on different chromosomes behave independently in gamete production. Okay, so alleles for different traits assort independently of one another. So ano ibig sabihin ng assort? No, it means that yung alleles na yan, no, nagkakaroon siya ng independent assortment. Kusa siyang mag-akusa mag-promote or kaya genes on different chromosomes ha, genes or genetics ng different chromosomes, nagbe-behave independently in gamete production. So, what do you mean by gamete? Ang gametes po ay yan po ang fertilization, where the fertilization occur ng egg ng egg cell at saka ng spermatozoa. Example po yan sa animals. Yon. So that is a gametes. Sa plants, ganun din po yun. Okay? So, nagkakaroon ng behavior independently pag Mendel's principle of independent assortment. No? Kaya nila nagkakaroon ng parang silent behavior sa loob ng gamete production. Sa loob during the fertilization course. Okay? So, yun ang pinagkaiba ng Mendelian principle. So, we have uniformity ng F1, principles of segregation ng F1, F2 progeny, tapos principle of independent assortment of gamete production. Okay? So, yan palang heavy na, right? So, yan palang heavy na. That's why we are going to end it tonight until B lang, so overview of a gene expression. Because I want you to go back again and then analyze it. Kasi yan ang lumalabas sa board exam. And then, ano din po yan siya, situational. Okay, lumalabas, tapos ang daming items niya, like 5 items, minsan 3 items. So, you need to analyze it, like, intindihin nyo mabuti. Okay? So, this one is an overview of gene expression. This one, as you can see here, this is the gene expression. So, I am not going to discuss this one sa inyo ngayon. Maybe, i-discuss ko to siya pag nasa na tayo, animal science. Kasi sa animal science, mas maintindihan talaga siya doon. Okay? Yung paano nagkakaroon ng typing of DNA. Okay? Si genome, yung typing of DNA. At saka yung functions talaga ng DNA tsaka RNA. Doon talaga natin yan i-discuss. Kasi actually, magkahawig lang sila with the plants. Okay? Pag DNA, always remember, lumabas ito sa board exam din namin nung time namin, DNA is deoxyribonucleic acid. Always remember that, ha? That is deoxyribonucleic acid. It is a polynucleotide formed from covalently linked deoxyribonucleotide units. Ano ibig sabihin ng poly? Madami po. Madaming nucleotide. Okay? Poly, madami. Nucleus, yan. Polynucleotide. Ganun. Form from covalently linked deoxy. So, ano ibig sabihin ng DNA? Serve siya as store of hereditary information. Saan? Sa cell nakikita yan. Sa cell. Di ba nga, nag-discuss na tayo about the cell. So, saan nakikita ang DNA? Sa cell. Doon siya nagsusstore ng information, hereditary information, and the carrier of this information from generation to generation. Diba? Sa mga anak-anak mo, na malalaman talaga sa DNA yan. Okay? Next is we have the RNA. RNA referring to our ribonucleic acid. Okay? RNA, or also known as ribonucleic acid. Okay? Transcribed DNA which will serve as template for synthesis of protein. Ano yung synthesis? Pag synthesis, ibig sabihin nagpro-promote or nagpro-provide ng proteins. Always remember yung RNA or ribonucleic acid, it has it produces, no? It produces transcribed DNA or hereditary information or store hereditary information with the synthesis of protein. 'Di ba? Lagi ko na sinasabi niyan sa cell pa lang. RNA has its protein. DNA, it doesn't have protein. It has only hereditary information. Okay? Pag polypeptide, okay, a chain of proteins that make up a gene. Pag sinabing chain of proteins, poly meaning, this is a prefix word meaning madami. Okay, peptide meaning proteins, or it is an enzymes na nagpo-promote ng proteins or nagbre-break down into proteins. So pag sinabing a chain of proteins that make up a gene. Polypeptide, always remember, madaming proteins or a chain of proteins. Okay? And we have a gene. Ano ang gene? Ang gene is a genetic information. So encodes proteins that produce a diverse range of traits or phenotype, observable characteristics. Saan located ang gene? It is located within the chromosomes. Sir, ano pinagkaiba ng gene sa DNA? Okay. Di ba nga si gene encodes proteins, di ba? Encodes proteins that produce diverse range of traits or phenotype. Meaning si gene hindi lang siya alone with the genotypic, but also it has something to do with the phenotypic. Okay? So si DNA, ang tanging trabaho lang talaga ni DNA is store hereditary information. Okay? Si gene is dalawa. We have encode proteins and also bringing the phenotypic characteristics. Okay? So dalawa. So actually yung nag-encode talaga is not gene, it is genomes. No? Di ko talaga makuha yung term, pero meron yun eh. There is a specific number that each genome meron siyang ma-hold or makikree na ilang DNA ganon. Meron yun eh. There is explanation on that. So hanapin ko yun sa YouTube. Meron yun sa YouTube. Pero hindi naman yun siya kasi malalim na yun masyado, hindi yun nilalabas sa exam. So yun, the one that is encoding the DNA and the gene is the genome. Okay? It's the genome. Okay? So that's it for overview of gene expression. Oh, 'di ba? So heavy na. Okay. So hindi na muna ako dadaan dito sa general methods or activities in plant breeding. So tomorrow na lang ito, guys, ha. So I want you to to like digest what is crop improvement and seed selection. Atong Mendel principles and then overview of gene expression. Bakit? Kasi lagi itong babanggitin ni Sir. No, lagi itong babanggitin ni Sir sa general methods or activities in plant breeding. Baka hindi nyo na ako magets with the terms. So you need to be familiarized on this. Hasain nyo yung utak nyo ngayong gabi. Okay? Kung ano talaga ang ibig sabihin ng Mendelian principles. Kung pwedeng mapanaginipan, mabuti yun. Okay? Kasi sa isang page na to, ito lalabas talaga to. Meron talaga tong lalabas dito, guys. Okay? May lalabas talaga ito sa board exam. Did you get my point now? Okay. So I hope you have your with you, ha, your manual. So our class is recorded naman and later on you can access the recording class naman. Okay? Are you with me? Okay, very good. So yung mga hindi pa tapos sa practice test, tapusin nyo na. Kasi kagabi ko pa sana yung inisesend yung answer key. Kaso lang, may iba pa daw na hindi pa tapos. So, ngayon, sikapin nyo matapos nyo yung practice test ngayon, ha? Okay, so bibigyan ko kayo ng time to finish your practice test. Saan nakikita ang practice test? Sa pinakahuling pages ng inyong, except sa references, ng inyong manual. Okay? So, I want you to check on that and then after that, isesend ko around 10 p.m. ang answer key. Okay? So, ayun. So, thank you very much everyone. Tomorrow again, wag lang masyadong heavy ang discussion natin. Tapos tomorrow again. Okay? So, actually, okay na ang ating internet ngayon. So, tomorrow, tuloy-tuloy na ang klase natin. Ha? So, hindi na tayo mag-absent kasi okay na internet natin. Ayun. So, thank you very much everyone. Kamsahamnida. Ayun. Kamsahamnida. And, good night everyone. Anyong hedyo mo sa'yo. Anyong hega sa'yo. Kamsahamnida. Tara sa'yo. Bye-bye everyone. And later on, you can access your recordings. Okay?